What's up, guys? Matt right here for thelines.com, playpicks.com, and we're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills here in 2021. Before we get going, as always, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Let us know in the comment section how you are going to play the Buffalo Bills this season as well. Give us a thumbs up as you're at it. Right here, betting guide, absolutely free over at the line, so you can come down, check out this Buffalo Bills team that really didn't do a lot in free agency because they didn't have to. There wasn't a ton of things that they needed to improve, right? They did go out and sign Emmanuel Sanders at wide receiver to kind of give them a little bit of depth there. They went and signed Mitch Trubisky because, again, I think that this team pretty much understands that they are in it to win it this year. And so if they had to go without Josh Allen for, God forbid, they had to go without Josh Allen for a few games. Look, Mitch Trubisky, maybe not a starter, maybe not a good starter in the NFL, but he is definitely one of the best backups, if not the best backup there is in the league. And so getting Mitch Trubisky, I think, is actually a pretty big signing there for them, just to make sure that they have that quarterback position locked down should anything happen to Allen, and it doesn't waste this whole season with a super talented team. When they went out in the draft, and I'll scroll down if you want to look a little bit further here, they went out Greg Rousseau in the first round, defensive end. Look, they know what they needed to do. Second round pick, they took another defensive end in Carlos Basham. So what they were trying to do is shore up that defensive line and make sure that they're able to try and get some pressure on opposing quarterbacks, because that was the one thing this team was really, really lacking last year. They spent a third-round pick and fifth-round pick on both offensive tackles, some guys that'll be in the rotation for them. But really, like I said, not a lot of gaps on this team. There wasn't a lot of holes. And so with that, they're really just kind of entering this season. And look, Sean McDermott, I think Brian Daboll, we know what these guys are all about. Absolutely awesome coaches. And so we head over here, and this is why you will see Buffalo Bills are the third lowest as far as Super Bowl odds. This is a team DVOA last year that ranked 5th overall in offense, 12th overall in defense. ESPN has this team rated as the number 4 roster in all of football heading into 2021. And you can see they're only behind the Chiefs to win the AFC. Plus 500, so 5-1. You're going to get on your money. Chiefs 2.5-1 to win. As far as the division goes, over here on the AFC East, minus 150 on the Bills. I actually think that's a pretty good bet. I think that the Dolphins are on the come up for sure. And I think the Patriots are going to be a lot better this year. They were super active in free agency and all that, but the Bills are certainly the class of this division, and only minus 150 for that team. And again, like I said, it's not one of those deals where, quarterback goes down and the season's absolutely ruined. I think Mitch Trubisky could lead him to a few wins if need be with this super talented roster if something were to happen to Josh Allen. So, I'm really, really in on this Buffalo Bills team. Minus 150, I really do like that a ton. Sharp Football has them also. If you want something to like about this team, we can head over here and take a look. Their win total sitting at 11. 9th easiest schedule overall in 2021 is this Bills team. He has them forecasted at 11 wins. The Pro Football Focus has them projected at over 10.5 wins, so kind of right at 11, which is why you're seeing this number sitting here. No juice one way or the other. It's just a flat 11 on this Bills team as far as season win total. And, remember, we're playing 17 games this year, so that would be a record of 11-6 to push. You need 12-5 to get it done. If you come over here and you can see, for them to make the playoffs, yes, minus 350, no, plus 275. I don't like this bet, and I'll tell you why, because I think that they either win the division. If they don't win the division, that means something has gone really, really wrong with this team, which means they're probably not a wild card team. It means the wheels fell off somehow. So I don't like this to make the playoffs. Yes, minus 350. I would just bet them to win the division at minus 150 before I would do that. I think that they're definitely the superior team in this division. And if they're going to make the playoffs, there's going to be winning this division. If they don't win this division, that means something has gone massively wrong, which means they're probably not a wild card team as it is. Anyway, if we take a look, Pro Football Focus, number 3 power rated team in all of the NFL. We'll come down and take a look at the schedule here. 7.5% chance, according to Pro Football Focus, for them to win the Super Bowl. So big time win percentage for them. They have the 13th rated offensive line in the league. They were 10th in the final 2020 standings. Deion Dawkins, Darrell Williams, one of the better tandems, tackle tandems in the league for this Bills team. Their center, Mitch Morse, is really, really good as well. The guard position needs to step up just a little bit. That's the only spot where they actually had one of the worst pass blocking guard tandems in the league in this past season. But listen, they drafted a couple of offensive tackles, as I mentioned, that maybe could move to guard, whatever, in the draft. And of course, we maybe could see some improvement from that as well. 17th rated defensive line. Ed Oliver really hadn't panned out so far, but I mean, still a super talented guy. This defensive line, that's why they invested early in the draft in the defensive line, was to make this thing better. And so that is what they did. And you know, listen, if they get some more quality defensive line play out of the team, really look out, right? 4th rated secondary in all the NFL. And that's where the real strength of this team, Micah Hyde, Tre'Davious White, Jordan Poyer's in there. The two safeties allow league low 67 receptions on passes of 20 more yards down the field over the last 4 seasons. They've only allowed that over the last 4 seasons. It is the lowest in the league. I mean, they are really, really good. So this secondary was big strength of this team. Take a look right here at this schedule, guys. They're going to be favored in every single game they play, except when they are on the road at the 2 teams that played in the Super Bowl last year. So they will not be a favorite on the road at the Chiefs or on the road at the Bucks, but they will be favored in every single other game that they play this year. I think rightfully so. Josh Allen took a huge step forward last year in his completion percentage, his accuracy, his decision-making as well. Really love this team top to bottom, especially with the draft and going in and getting the defensive line guys early in the draft. If they can come in and make a difference, this team could be really, really nasty. And again, so for me, I don't hate if you wanted to take a flyer on this team to win it all. I mean, I don't think it's crazy at 11-1 that they would be able to upset the Chiefs. Were they to get there? If you wanted to get them, you know, over here to win the AFC, but listen, division is where it's at for me. -150, really, really like that bet a ton. Like I said, I mean, this team is definitely the class of the division. And if they don't win the division, then something really, really, really went wrong. And if that's the case, that's why you don't bet this. You don't bet this to make the playoffs, because they're either going to win the division or they're just going to miss the playoffs altogether. So really, really like this team a ton. Think that they have a chance to really do something special here. Don't hate the over on the 11 wins either, to be perfectly honest with you. I think you're looking at a push at worst with the way that this schedule pans out. So wouldn't mind even betting the over on the 11 for this Buffalo Bills team. Guys, betting breakdown over here over on thelines.com, absolutely free. So be sure, come in, take a look. You can look at the schedule. You can look in, you can type in player props right here. And then also just all of the information here about this Buffalo Bills team. Again, everything's absolutely free. Just click this NFL tab up here and it'll take you to betting guides for every single one of the teams in the NFL. Guys, go ahead and give us a subscribe on this page here. Everything we do is absolutely free. Give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comment section. What do you think about this Bills team? Can they win it all? Do you want to bet the AFC, or do you say, hell, to hell with it, I'm going to bet them to win the Super Bowl? Do you like them to win the division as much as I do? What do you think about that win total sitting at 11, over, under, something like that? Let us know what you think about that, because, man, this Bills team could be something special this year. Good luck on all your bets here in 2021.